Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I got a phone that's charging slow now. Really? As long as I don't lose too much power, I don't care. Then we're gonna be mad. Ah. 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 So, what we can do here. How's everybody doing today? We're on the stream there with hi Tina, how are ya? What a night at Lowcow, huh? I gotta look at something here. Oh, it's a lot better charging. Yeah. So, what's going on with Gidgey? Where Albert? Nothing like the chairs, huh? Yeah. Yeah, so how's everybody's night going? Let's see. Mark Carey, I was on AVOH with Mark and Steve. You know how Mark can be. Lena was being a total bitch, stalking. Doing her usual lies. I made a suggestion to Steve that we that he goes to court and gets a restraining order against her, because that's crazy. That lady is a psychological bitch. Let's see what else is going on. But then Mark in the side chat was talking. He's like, oh, was saying completely the opposite of what he was saying on panel. And that's just Mark for you. Uncle Mark, Uncle Mark, Uncle Mark. So I don't know. Let's see. It's just stupid. Trying to think what else I can say. Stupid. They're going to be doing, I guess, a sleep stream on Lowcow. Oh, I gotta say, there's a lot of thunderstorms out here in the area. Not in our area. It has been a crazy day. Tomorrow's title for the asylum will be trying to think what it's called. I know what it's called, but I just don't remember the name. Shark Week at the asylum. It will be Shark Week at the asylum. It will be Shark Week at the asylum tomorrow. It's going to be a crazy night at the asylum. And Mr. T was like today was he live on the asylum. He says I won't go live on the asylum. But why won't you go live on the asylum? Why don't you go together on the asylum? And also, Dave 25 is saying that Mark Terry swatted him. Because of Mark did swat him, and he admitted in his back chat. Albert's on the other one, so that's what I'm thinking is going on here. I don't know if Q knows, but I don't understand the swatting situations. I don't know why people do that. You know, I don't understand that. Mark is getting a little bit psychotic. He wanted me to go off panel to discuss this problem with Steve. I'm like, no. Then he leaves the panel. You have Lena who acts like a fucking weirdo. So okay. You know, but Mark is crazy. You know, Dave is going to be having to serve some time in jail, I'm sure, because Mark admitted that he said that because he wanted Dave to serve time in jail. So you guys you can't listen to what other people say, you know? Excuse me.
Yeah. I know.
That's just crazy. You know, we're going to take a look at something here on my... I agree. And Mark said on Void said he didn't do it, but he said in the back chat he did. But you know what? Mark wouldn't come on the asylum and say anything to anybody because of the past problems that Steve and him have had. I just don't think it's right. Yeah, I just don't like that. And I think that's wrong. It's over some money or whatever the fuck it was, but you know, I just don't understand why people would be like that. He was very psychotic, I thought, in my opinion. The other day I posted it on my show, and he was very psychotic. He went on his Mr. T channel. He went on He was telling. Yeah, he does. And it's sad. We're going to take a look at something here on my channel here. Rachel's live. My friend Rachella. And I don't like the way Raina, I mean not Raina, but Lena. Like I said, Steve needs to get a restraining order on her. That's just my own personal opinion. You're, So that's just my own personal opinion. But we are going to be watching some stuff on my channel here. You know, oh, shut up, Philip. I'm talking on Dave's channel. And that's why I got you guys banned on mine.
Go check that chicken breast in like 10 minutes. It should be hot.
But I am going to be covering something else as well. I mean, covering something on. Somebody said on their channel, Jeff Holkemp is himself is definitely a stalker. I am not no fucking stalker. But I am gonna. see if there's anything that's going on with the news, ladies and gentlemen. I don't get as many people in the chats, but I don't really care, you know. Let's post. Let's see what else is going on in my channel. We'll take a look at that right now. Fuck. Oh, I was going to show you guys a live broadcast, if you remember, from when London had their terrorist attacks. This was July 7th, 2005. It was a terrorist attack that took place in London. This is the recording of the 6 o'clock news. There. It was like during 9/11. I remember this day very vividly. I was at a rugby game at night. I went to the rugby game. The game was delayed about a half hour, I think, to be honest with you, because they were searching for bombs. And they wouldn't really say anything, but that's what was happening. So what we're going to do is we're going to listen to that for a little bit, and I'm going to head to bed. Finish my soda and head to bed. In about an hour. I don't see any reaction from Uncool Nicole. Oh, she said she was going to go live tonight. And she's using StreamYards. How's that going to work for you? Yeah, she's not there yet, is she? That's okay, Nicole. I know I'm not allowed on your channel. So I'll just restream the channel. So I'm ready for you. I'm ready. So I'm ready for you. Okay, we're gonna listen to this, and I'm gonna do some commentary. It's charging, all right, but this video is made for.
Extensive coverage of the attacks.
She wants you to clap for
coming up on
cheeks.
BBC One, continuing coverage on BBC News 24 throughout the evening. But for us, for now, it's goodbye. So now on BBC One, an extended 6 o'clock news with George Alagaya and Sophie Rayworth.
So it's just coming towards our 12-old station, and then also there's this explosion. Big white appears, and then it was just smoke everywhere in the tunnel. We was trying to close the doors because it was just smoke, you couldn't breathe.
London under attack. 33 confirmed dead as terrorists target London's transport network.
4 explosions in total, 3 on the capital's underground trains. The whole system is brought to a halt.
A passenger catches the moment when people helped each other out of the tube tunnels and to safety.
London's major hospitals are on full alert. Hundreds of injured are being treated, many in critical condition.
Tony Blair breaks away from the G8 summit and heads to Downing Street. The world's leaders say they stand with Britain.
The terrorists will not succeed. Today's bombings will not weaken in any way our resolve to uphold the most deeply held principles of our societies and to defeat those who would impose their fanaticism and extremism on all of us.
Tonight at 6, as the scale of the attacks becomes clear, we have an hour-long special programme.
We'll have the latest on the worst terrorist attack to hit London.
Emergency workers are still at King's Cross Station tonight, where 21 people died.
What the
We'll
fuck?
talk to our correspondents across the capital. Duncan Kennedy is at the Royal London Hospital, where the first wounded...
Is that Dave or Albert?
Paul Wood is at Scotland Yard, coordinating
look.
the emergency response.
And David Shaw is high above the city. He'll have the latest on the situation right across the capital.
Now, this was 2005 when this happened. But this is just so we can kind of review what happened.
Londoners had been warned about an attack. They hoped it would never happen. But today it did. It was still rush hour in London.
It was one of the worst terror attacks in history.
3 on the underground trains and 1 on a bus. At least 33 people have been confirmed dead so far, and around 300 injured, 45 of them seriously. There was no warning given, though there's growing speculation that Al-Qaeda was responsible. The Queen has offered her sympathy to all those affected. Tony Blair called the attacks barbaric and promised to track down the people responsible.
The blast all happened within the space of an hour. At 8:51 this morning, emergency services were called to London's Liverpool Street station following an explosion initially thought to have been caused by a power surge. That turned out to be a bomb on a train between Liverpool Street and Aldgate stations. At least 7 people were killed and 6 more were injured. At 8:56, police confirmed they were dealing with a major incident. A second bomb went off on a tube between King's Cross and Russell Square stations. 21 people died in this blast. The entire tube network was brought to a halt. At 9:17, a third explosion involving 3 tube trains left at least 5 people dead at Edgware Road Station. Police confirmed explosives were found there.
This was
At 9:47, a 4th bomb ripped apart.
you know what? I don't
glass,
understand
causing terrible
how these
injuries
terror
and
groups
an unconfirmed number of deaths. Our first report on today's terrorist attacks is from our Home Affairs correspondent, Margaret Gilmore.
did this.
They said it was only a matter of time. Today, the terrorist attacks for so long feared struck at the heart of London and at the heart of the city's transport system.
Now,
At 8:51 a.m., the first bomb exploded on a train 100.
I know that a lot of the hospitals were out of alert.
Near Aldgate East Station. Within minutes, it became clear this was a major incident. Hundreds were injured, 7 people died.
Also, there was this explosion. Big white appeared, and then it was just smoke everywhere in the tunnel. We was trying to close the doors because there was just smoke. You couldn't breathe.
There was confusion as hundreds of wounded passengers emerged from 3.
Yeah, can you imagine going through something like
Some of
that?
the pictures are too distressing to show. This was still rush hour, the trains packed with commuters and tourists.
People started to scream because it was a burning smell, and everyone, just kind of long story short, thought they were going to die. People started saying prayers, praying to God, panicking, breaking the carriage windows with their bare hands, anything to get oxygen into the carriage, because the more people tried, the more distressed they became. Women passing out, people started getting very agitated. There was no communication from any drivers. Everyone was in pitch black. Then the emergency lights came on, and more smoke started coming into the carriage. And we were there for something like 20 to 30 minutes, during which the smoke intensified, the screaming intensified, the hysteria, and that's what it was. It became almost to a state of pandemonium.
Within minutes of the first, a second device went off near King's Cross, killing 21 people. A third device exploded at 9:17 near Edgware Road.
Oh, yeah. No, it does not.
Through to a platform. 5 people were killed in this explosion. This woman had never travelled on the underground before.
Listen to a bang, dark, a ball of fire came in, and then
Diplomatic
just everyone
community.
started
I'm a
shouting,
celebrity.
"Oh,
I do
everything
have
started getting,
diplomatic
dusty,
immunity
and we were trapped. You couldn't breathe.
because I'm a
Loose from the
celebrity,
carriage. Everyone
too.
was like
Yeah.
literally
Get away with
couldn't
anything.
breathe, and everyone went.
Dave 25 says he has
calm down,
diplomatic
calm
immunity.
down, but then you started listening to the people shout,
Ah.
and there was this awful screaming of people and just help, 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 and it's just.
I am the greatest of all time.
Blown upwards and outwards.
You know,
Doors were on the track, and there was just people screaming and wailing. The people are dying in here. Help us! Help
you know,
us.
this should be,
And
this is
it was
something's
just-
wrong.
It was awful.
And this is what it was like just after the explosions, filmed by mobile phone. Early suggestions the blasts were the result of an electric power surge on the underground were cruelly dismissed with a 4th explosion. It was on a double-decker bus in Woburn Place near Russell Square in central London. It was 9:47. All the bombs were
Hang on.
conventional. Here, shrapnel
Oh,
hit
fuck.
nearby buildings. We know people
Something's wrong with this thing.
We don't yet know how many. And again, many more were injured. It was now crystal clear this was the work of terrorists.
Within minutes of the first operation, a well-rehearsed emergency plan swung into operation. The job made more difficult by the fact so many Scotland Yard officers are up in Scotland helping with security at the G8 meeting. Here, reinforcements have been brought in, police officers and medical staff from counties surrounding London.
Police say there were no warnings, no credible claims of responsibility.
This clearly was a callous attack on purely innocent members of the public, deliberately designed to kill and injure innocent members of
Hang on.
the public.
The police and MI5
Hi, Primo.
devices were planted by 4 suicide bombers.
At the moment, we don't know whether or not this was suicide bombers or whether this was simply packages left on the bus and in the underground stations.
Friends and relatives have had trouble getting through.
We got a call early this morning and saying that
I don't understand why my phone is like fucked up.
Security experts will now spend weeks sifting through the debris of these blasts, working out the sequence of events and trying to pin down those responsible. What has been confirmed today is that terrorist cells continue to operate to devastating effect in
Whoa.
the UK. In parallel,
Yeah, but the terrorist cells have been defeated. All of them basically. Right now.
Margaret Gilmore, BBC News.
Well, we can get the latest now from Deputy Assistant Commissioner of the Metropolitan Police, Brian Paddock. He's in central London. Good evening. Thank you very much for joining us. Can you give us an update on the casualty figures tonight?
Yes, I'm very sad to say that there have been 2 more fatalities discovered at Edgware Road, and there were, we didn't have figures before, there were 2 fatalities.
Oh God, the Berg show.
The figures that we were given before from the London Ambulance Service were people that they had attended to and who they had taken to hospital. We now can confirm.
We got about another 20 more minutes remaining in this show.
Many of whom made their own way to hospital.
So that's 30.
I might have to end it a little bit early so I can get my
Do you expect that figure to rise?
We believe in terms
phone charged a little bit more.
Who have already tragically died, that is the number. But there are a number of people who are seriously ill in hospital. So it may be that there may be more fatalities as a consequence of that.
Reporting attacks today. Have you any idea what kind of devices were used yet? I mean, there were reports earlier on of suicide bombers. Do you know any more about that?
It's too early to tell.
Yeah, it is true. What we're gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna close this out. This is getting boring to me. Ladies and gentlemen, let me see how my phone is charging. Yeah, because I'm probably gonna have to end it real soon, so I can have a phone to be charged. It's working good earlier, but I don't know what the fuck is going on. Maybe I just need to shut it down and restart it. I don't know. I just don't want to. End up having no phone. It looks like it's just charging though. There it is. It is charging. It's good. Ladies and gentlemen, Kuniko said she's going live. I don't see any kind of reaction. Mark Terry said, well, I don't know if Mark said that because Mark's not live. As far as I know of. The TikTok. I don't like to say that kind of stuff.
What?
Stick it somewhere, right?
I don't like to, get involved in that kind of stuff, but it's stupid. Mark's like, oh, Tina D doesn't like. Well, you know what? People really didn't. Really? Oh, fuck. Oh, okay. Yeah, but it's charging though. My phone is charging. That's good news. It's just charging slowly. So, what do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about? Okay, let's see. I don't know. I'm surprised that Nicole's not live though. Excuse me. I'm tired. Let's see what else is going on. I have no idea what's going on. Fuck. Oh, they're still live at Lowcow. I wonder if Boogie's gonna do an all-nighter. I can't believe the Keem has left him for 8 hours going for fucking cigarettes. I can't believe that. I would probably have Keem. I'm wondering if maybe he's in the other part of the house. I'm gonna get ready to go to bed. Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. You know what? Yeah. I had fun last night at the ball game. Yeah, but when I plug it into, but it's nearly 90%. So I don't know what we're gonna have to do. Fuck! Okay. So let's see, maybe oh, I got somebody here. Oh, my ass is like so. You know, a lot of people say stuff in back of their backs, and you know, a lot of these trolls are saying, "Oh, Albert just." Dave's only got 7 watching right now. 7 in the box for Dave. I'm on my. And I'll go up. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for a little bit of a break. Fuck. Just 1 second here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, guys. Gonna go live and gonna end this stream, guys. Like, subscribe, favorite, follow me on everything. I'm gonna go to Dave25. Goodbye.